Hello everyone, it's Ryan with Dark Winter Moon in Boston, and I'm in the backyard around my fire. As you can see, it's quite lovely, and I've been inspired by fire a lot lately and its power to move and change. I've been getting a lot of fire cards in my divinations for the past several months, and this feeling of like the igniting of passions and creativity and drive and the willpower to create my own place in the world. And so I wanted to show you all fire and talk about it for a second. So let's just take a minute to watch fire dance and burn. It's a windy night. Wind is wily. You can see it in the twist of smoke and flame. If you look closer, you can see those cherry red coals burning brightly. And I was just thinking how amazing fire is earlier. And on a scientific level, fire is plasma, the fourth state of matter. And what is happening is the molecules in the wood have gotten so excited that they leap up to that state of plasma, of a charged gas. And so the wood is being converted into energy, into light, and heat, and smoke. That's such a beautiful, transformative thing. It's so interesting to me how fire can start from a tiny little spark. I put my Boy Scouts training to use and built a tiny little pyramid out of a bit of paper and some little dry twigs, and just kept stacking on top of that until I had a little teepee type pyramid thing going. And then I lit it, and it took a bit, but it caught. And then it tried to waver, and so I had to blow on it. So fire needs air to burn. And so I blew on it, and it caught, and it's been growing ever since. I fed it and tended it until it's this raging inferno. So, what is the magic in this, if you didn't know already? Well, there's several things. Fire starts from a tiny spark, and as long as it's kindled and cared for, then it will continue to grow and provide warmth and heat and light and energy. And the other thing is, no element stands alone, for fire needs the hardness of wood and earth, and it needs air to continue to burn. It needs fuel and support. All the elements need each other to function, to be in balance, and at their core is spirit. So on my mind lately has been this idea of winter and its cold stark beauty, and how yet even in this seeming season devoid of life, there's so much life and power. And one way that we can remind ourselves that winter is not dead is being outside or inside, but I prefer outside, and having a fire burning. Not only that, but building a fire, starting from scratch and tending it. There's something ancient, primal, and magical about it. And there's also the power of pyromancy. One form is flame gazing, or gazing at the coals. And the way that I would recommend doing this is to get into a meditative state, much as you would if you were doing a tarot reading or other divination. If you're new at getting into a meditative state, I've done a video. It's called the chakra meditation. I'll link it here. And doing that first while you're near the fire will get you in the state so you can see what the messages of fire are for you. It's kind of like cloud gazing, if you've ever heard of that. The shapes that the flames and the coals make, they may be faces, they may be symbols, they may be something else. But allow yourself to see what the fire has to tell you. Don't judge. Just open yourself to the message of fire and of the burning coals. Spend a few moments gazing into this fire and see what it has to tell you. Especially if you don't have the opportunity or the place to create your own fire. Use my fire. See what it has to tell you. Here we are in a sacred space, in a sacred place, with the light of the fire playing around the circle, with a crescent new moon in the sky, the wind blowing in the chimes, the warm lights of the windows that lay about, and the comfort of the fire at the center of everything. May you be warm. May you be blessed. May the light of this fire teach you and tell you its secrets. And may you remember that even in winter can be found the beauty of passion and power, of life and of light. So mote it be.